What is going on, guys? It is your boy Semper. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is the best settings in Modern Warfare for players using controllers with an extra attachment. So STRIKEPACK, SCUFF, Battle Beaver, or the PlayStation back button attachment. These are going to be the best settings that give you an advantage over your opponent in Modern Warfare. So the button layout preset, I play on default flipped. What this does is make L1 and R1 your aim down sight and fire, and your L2 and R2 the tactical and lethal equipment. I've done this because of the response time. It's faster to press in L1 R1 than it is L2 R2, unless you have trigger stoppers for a SCUFF. Even then it's pretty close. So default flipped, stick layout preset, default invert look disabled, high stick sensitivity or sensitivities I play on 7.7 just because that personally fits me best. It'll be different for everybody. Although if you do have SCUFF sticks or control freaks, whether you have small, medium, or large, that'll allow you to play on different sensitivities. But generally, pro players play between 5 and 8. Anything, slower than 5 is too slow. Anything higher than 8 is too fast. So find your smooth spot in between 5 and 8, and it may take you a few games, but that's going to give you the best precision. ADS sensitivity multiplier high zoom, which is when you're aiming down sights with a sniper scope. I play on a 1.2 just because it was too slow trying to hit them flick shots. So yeah, I play on a 1.2 so I can hit them flicks and move a little bit faster left to right. Aim response curve type, I play on linear. Some pro players like Crim6 would tell you to play on dynamic, but I do not agree with that at all, because what dynamic does, it'll make the outside of your analog stick move faster, and the more inside you are of your analog sticks, it'll move slower. So there's a problem with consistency there. It's not always going to be the same. It's consistent, moving faster on the outside, slower on the inside. Whereas linear aim stick maps directly to aim rate. So no matter where you're at on the analog stick, it's always going to be the same. So consistency is key. It's going to allow you to be more precise. So definitely linear. Controller vibration disabled. You don't want your controller vibrating all over the place while you're trying to be precise and shoot somebody. So you want that disabled. Aim assist, I play on standard. I've tried precision and focusing, but what that does, so aim assist slows it down when you get on target. So precision is strong, aim down, slow down. That only kicks in when aiming closer to a target, and then focusing, strong aim, slow down, that also kicks in when narrowly missing a target. To me that's kind of the same thing, but I prefer the traditional standard aim assist. I feel like precision focusing, it's good if you're good at snapping onto somebody. So if you go to aim in and your sight's already on them, precision is going to be good because it's going to stick there. It's not going to want to go left or right. Focusing, I'm pretty sure it says it's best for players with new to analog gaming, so I guess players that move left or right really fast, and it's going to slow it down for them a lot. So standard is the way to go if you're a new or a veteran Call of Duty player. If you're new, you might want to try focusing. Weapon mount activation, ADS melee, weapon exit enabled, aim down sight, beaver hold. These are all default, nothing's changed. Go to general. Brightness, this is going to be different for everybody considering what kind of TV you're playing on, if it's a TV or a monitor. Me personally, I play on a 24-inch BenQ gaming monitor, so 42 is really good for me. Safe area is going to be different. Weapon motion blur and world motion blur and weapon motion blur, you want both of these disabled because it's taken away from your sight. Like if you're trying to turn left or right, your gun in the background is going to be blurry and you're going to miss something that you wouldn't have seen without it off. So you want to be able to see everything, and you want both of these disabled. Profanity filter, I have it disabled because I like to hear the profanities yelled out in the game. I feel like it gives it a more battle-like sense, if that makes any sense. Dismemberment and gore effects, again, I have it enabled just because I like seeing that stuff. It gives it a more vibe to it that you're in battle. And audio, I have a SteelSeries headset. I love it to death. I play on boost high. I feel like it allows me to hear footsteps, which is a big deal in this game. It allows me to hear them better. Master volume 100, music volume. I don't like hearing the music in game or in pre-game. whatever I have it to 0. Dialogue volume, this is the character yelling at you in game. It's so loud I have it turned down to 65 so I can still hear other stuff going on in the game, but at the same time I can still hear what he's saying. It's just not so loud. Effects volume, this is when you're coming into the game on a helicopter or there's a VTOL above you. I got it turned down to 65 just because you can't hear nothing else and it's so loud. I had to get it turned down. Hit marker effects, I play on classic. This ain't gonna affect the gameplay any. It's just how they sound and what they look like when you're getting hit markers, and I prefer classic. And I believe that's it. If any of these tips were helpful today, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what tips helped, and if you have any tips for me, that would be awesome. I'll be sure to read them in the comments. And that'll be it for today's video. If you liked, comment, and subscribe. I already said that. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.